Hello again YouTube, my name is Demon God Jr. and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a rant video. Today we're going to be talking about Kingdom Hearts 3 and the gameplay within the game. We're going to be taking a look at the trailers, and we're also going to be comparing it to the previous titles such as Kingdom Hearts 2 and Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, as well as Dream Drop Distance. Many consider Kingdom Hearts 2 the best in the series for its gameplay, discrediting Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep and Dream Drop Distance for its contributions to the franchise. However, some people believe Kingdom Hearts 2's praise is only given by its speedrunners and the speedrunning community. I disagree. Kingdom Hearts has always been a series for everybody to enjoy, no matter what age you are, no matter what difficulty you play. These issues people are having with the game persist further than just the critical difficulty. I've played Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep and Dream Drop Distance, both on normal difficulties, and I struggle simply because of the unfairness. The problem of the game being floaty is much more than just not reaching the ground in time. It's also enemies playing unfairly, and you being punished just for playing the game. Some people are preferring and wanting more spectacle in exchange for the gameplay. However, I think it's too much to ask for both. In all the trailers, Kingdom Hearts 3 is looking great, number one. And secondly, I feel that the gameplay is looking a little more fast than Birth by Sleep and 0.2, which is a good thing. However, there's still a sense of floatiness. In Kingdom Hearts 2, there's always been a constant gravity being applied to Sora while he attacks in the air. In the rest of the games, that is nowhere to be found. The only time that you start falling in Birth by Sleep and Dream Drop Distance is when you finish your combo in the air, or you stop doing anything. There should be no reason that you had to stop hitting buttons just so you could fall to the ground. That puts a stop to the gameplay, and then it just makes it feel clunky and slow. When you stop moving, then you get caught out and you die. That's a huge problem because in Kingdom Hearts 3, it's supposed to be super fast paced, and you have all these options. You have the new drive form things, you have the Keyblade transformations, you have attraction flow, you have flow motion, you have shot locks, you have your regular combos and your magic, and you just have so many options. And you also have limits and summons. But my point is that if you have to stop playing the game just so you can play the game, you know there's a problem. In Birth by Sleep, there's been so many times where I'm doing a simple 3-hit air combo and then I die. Speaking about combos and air combos, the problem within the Osaka games is also if you get a combo plus or an air combo plus, that's more harmful. Like the 3-hit combo is like the best thing you got. I was going to go get some gameplay for comparison, and this is a Birth by Sleep combo on the ground. This is a Birth by Sleep air combo. This is the best one I tried to get. This is a Kingdom Hearts 2 ground. This is Kingdom Hearts 2 air.
Take this. This is it.
It's just slow. Like, I don't know why it's so slow, other than they're just slowing down the gameplay so they make you use the command deck. And now in Kingdom Hearts 3, where it's not going to be a command deck and there's only command styles and the Keyblade transformations and the attraction flow and the flow motion and the blah 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 blah, you know, like, yeah, that's all fine and dandy. You could have all those mechanics, but they shouldn't subtract from other mechanics. In Kingdom Hearts 2, like, you have drive forms, you have summons, you have limits, you have your magic and your basic attacks. And with those basic attacks, you have a lot of abilities you can equip or not equip, like negative combos. You have combo pluses. You have combo master, combo finish plus. You have a lot of things. Even combo modifiers where you can hit the square button and it does something else. Say you're on the ground and you're doing a ground combo, you could hit square, and then the enemy gets launched in the air. And then from there, you could finish the combo in the air, or wait for it to fall back down and finish it. Or you could just you could attack and then have a magic finisher, which they carried over in 0.2, which is nice. But you have all these options, but it doesn't subtract from the core gameplay. In Birth by Sleep, for example, they slow your basic attacks down, so they make you use the other stuff. It should, like, you have to use both of them. You have to use both of them. In Kingdom Hearts 2, you don't have to use everything. You can just use one thing throughout the entire game, and then you win. Or you could use a mix of all of them. It gives you options. It doesn't make you do things that you don't need to do. Like, you cannot beat Birth by Sleep without using the command deck. Like, there's a portion at the end of the game where you're in a boss fight and you have to use the command deck in Birth by Sleep. You just have to use the command deck. Like, it's just a staple in the gameplay. Like, you can't avoid it, which sucks. And within those both Asaka games, it's unbalanced because there's some abilities that are just stronger than others, such as Thunder Surge or Balloon Ra. Like, those two abilities in their respective games are just so strong. Why use anything else? You know, like, it shouldn't be like that. In Kingdom Hearts 2, you can be like, oh well, drive forms are really strong. Why don't you use that the entire game through? Well, no, it's tied to the drive gauge, which fills up pretty slowly. Number one, number two. 4 out of 5 drive forms need 1 or 2 party members, because that's just how it works. You need Goofy to use Valor form, and then Goofy goes away. You need Donald for Wisdom form, and then Donald goes away. You can use both of them for Master form and Final form, and then you have Limit form, which is Sora can use whenever, and that takes up 3 gauges, I believe, 3 or 4. Either way, that's you still don't get that till like halfway through the game, and that's a big that's a big gap from the beginning to the end, and as opposed to the shot locks, which in a way kind of are the same thing that drive forms tend to do, where it takes up a big orange gauge on your screen. The focus gauge fills up super fast, and the shot locks, some of them are very strong. Some of them suck, and you end up using just a really, really strong one. And sometimes you could even abuse that. Like, when I was fighting Ericus in Terra Story, like, I only used the shot lock a bunch of times. Same thing with the last 2 fights in the game. In Terra Story, I only used shot locks and I won, because I didn't have a reason to use my command deck, because it's slow and I get hit anyways, even when I attack, which is unfair. In shot locks, you don't get hit, so might as well use that. And to fill it up, all you have to do is just attack a little bit, even between, like, but when it's max level, it feels like, I mean, it barely uses any of the focus gauge, so you just attack, and it's just like, okay, well, shoot, and then you shoot like 50 hits on the guy. It does like 2 health bars or something like crazy like that. And then you do it again. You're able to do it like 3 or 4 times, and then you have to play defensively and attack, and then you refill your gauge. And sometimes in those last 2 boss fights, they have cures. They have curaga. Like, it's not fair. It's just like, I mean, the fact that they have a healing ability is not the problem. The fact is that you work through the health bars, and then all your work is just gone. Like, it's just an unfair game. In Dream Drop Distance, there was plenty of times where I would just get caught out for no reason when I'm playing as Riku. Like, I would just do something and I'm just like, oh, well, I guess I don't have to do this anymore. Or the game decides, like, oh, well, I'm gonna attack you even though I should be staggered. It just doesn't make sense. It's just an unfair game. 0.2, much better about this. It's still floaty. Very, very floaty. Air combos take forever. You don't fall like you should, because, I mean, I guess it's just how Aqua plays, and we're hoping that Sora doesn't do the same. We just hope that We just don't want the floaty gameplay because at all levels of play, like I don't like, yeah, I play in critical, but I'm still considered a normal player because I don't speedrun. I'm not a speedrunner. You can't say, oh, you're only criticizing the game because you're a speedrunner. No, I'm criticizing the game as a fan. And if a fan can't recognize that the game is flawed, then I'm not a real fan. So, I don't know what I was trying to say with this video. I mean, I'm just trying to say I just want the game to be good. I don't want it to be floaty. I want them to make it entertaining for everyone to play. My name is Demigod Jr. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button, like, comment below, share this with your friends, and see you in the next one. Peace out.